Hey guys, today I'm bringing you a comic book haul. I'm very new to the comic book world and I'm still slowly learning all this terminology about comics. For the longest time I've been wanting to get into comics and I've decided that 2015 is the year that I'm going to get into comics and I'm going to understand everything because it's really confusing when you're starting out as to where to start. So today I'm going to be showing you guys some comic book trade paperbacks. I believe that's the correct term. If you don't know what a trade paperback is, because I didn't know what it was when I first started getting into comics, I was like, what the heck does this even mean? Is this not just a graphic novel? But basically, a trade paperback is a bind-up of several single issues. So like issues 1 through 6 will be in a trade paperback, or issues 1 through 5 will be in a trade paperback. So without further ado, let's dive into the comic book haul. Let me show you guys all the comics I got. The first one I have to show you guys is Deadly Class Volume 2, and this is the second volume in the Deadly Class series, and this volume contains comics 7 through 11. I read the first Deadly Class issue way back in October, and I absolutely loved it. It follows a high school that trains the world's top crime families' next generation of assassins, and it's pretty dang exciting, action-packed. The movement throughout the story is just incredible, and the pictures are stunning. I love the coloring throughout this. It's just so vibrant and full of electric colors, and I really, really love it. Also, it's kind of gory. It's not super gory, but it's pretty gory, so if you don't like bloody stuff, then don't pick up the Deadly Class series, but I personally would highly recommend it because I love it so much. It's just so great. And I can't wait to dive into Volume 2. Then I have Young Avengers Volume 1, Style Over Substance, and this contains issues 1 through 5 of the comic book series. In this volume, Wiccan, who is the son of the Scarlet Witch, brings back to life all these dead parents of different Young Avengers, which could have been a good thing, but it just ends up being chaos because all the parents end up being evil, and so the Young Avengers have to step up to the plate and take down their parents. I've already read this volume and I loved it so much, but here's the thing, I can't find Volume 2 anywhere, and it's stressing me out because I need to continue on with the series. Like, I loved the characters in this series, like they're so diverse and interesting and unique, and I really need Volume 2, but I literally cannot find it anywhere. I can't find it on Amazon, I can't find it on the Book Depository, I can't find it on Barnes & Noble, I can't find it anywhere, so I'm really struggling to find the second volume, so if anybody has any advice or knows of anywhere I can get the second volume, let me know because I can't find it anywhere and it's stressing me out. I need Volume 2. I need it because this was so good. I had such a fun time reading this one and I just need the second volume ASAP. Then I've got Gotham Academy Volume 1, Welcome to Gotham Academy, and this contains issues 1 through 6 of the comic book series. This is about a boarding school called Gotham Academy that is in Gotham City, which is funded by Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. And we follow this girl named Olive who is forced to be kind of a mentor for this new girl that's at the school called Maps, who is actually Olive's ex-boyfriend's younger sister. And so she's forced to kind of like show her the ropes of the school and like guide her throughout the school. And together they get into a lot of mischief and they have these crazy adventures because supposedly Gotham Academy is haunted and it's full of ghosts. And so together they go and like search for the ghosts throughout the school and just get in a lot of trouble. And it just sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun and adventurous. I've never read any DC comics, so this will be my first DC comic. So this will be my first, and I'm really pumped about it. This is another one where I just absolutely love the coloring and the overall art style. It's just stunning, and I can't wait to read this. I need to just stop recording this video right now and go read it because I'm so pumped about it. Then I picked up Ms. Marvel, No Normal, and this contains issues 1 through 5, and this is actually a reboot of Ms. Marvel, and this is just one that I've seen all over the booktube community, and I've been really intrigued by it. There's a lot of diversity in this one, which I really appreciate, and I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. I don't want to know too much going into this one, I kind of just want to dive in and see what it's all about, and so I'm looking forward to doing that. Then I got Low Volume 1, The Delirium of Hope, and this contains issues 1 through 6, and the reason I picked up this one is because it has the same writer as the Deadly Class series, and so I was like, I'm intrigued by that just because it's the same writer as Deadly Class, and I love Deadly Class so much, so I figure that I would pick up this one as well. The only thing though is I was looking through this and it has some adult content, which I'm just personally not a huge fan of. It's part of the reason why I haven't picked up the Saga series, so I don't know if I'll fully enjoy this one, but I'm still interested by it, and it's got some amazing artwork. This story is about how mankind has fled the Earth's surface and has gone to live in the depths of the ocean. That has me really intrigued. That has me wanting to read this, so hopefully I read it and hopefully I enjoy it. we will see what happens. Then I got the Fade Out, which is Act 1 or Volume 1, and this contains issues 1 through 4. This takes place in 1948 and it follows a noir film that is stuck in endless reshoots, and we follow different characters in different situations. We've got a writer who is struggling with nightmares from the war, and we've got this mysterious death of a starlet, and so it just sounds mysterious and interesting. I've actually heard some pretty negative things about this one. I'm really hoping that I like it, but all the reviews I've seen have just been like, meh. So hopefully I'm like, I really liked it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm really hoping to enjoy it though. But some reviewers that I really trust have just had mixed feelings about it, so we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully I enjoy it, but I don't know at this point. Then I picked up Alex and Ada, Volume 1, and this contains issues 1 through 5. I've heard amazing things about this one. Basically, we follow this guy who has received an android that he does not want, and then he ends up falling in love with the android. So it's kind of an interesting concept. I'm not sure how I feel about it really, and I'm also not a massive fan of the art style. It's kind of a little bit generic to me, but because there's been a lot of good buzz surrounding this one, I just decided that I had to pick it up. So I picked it up. Then I got The Woods Volume 1, The Arrow, and this is issues 1 through 4 of the comic book series. This is about a high school who I believe goes on like a field trip or something. They go on some sort of trip and they vanish from the world basically, and you follow their survival story. There's a lot of crazy creatures in here, so I imagine it's going to be pretty intense and action-packed, or at least that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that I really enjoyed this one because I've heard mixed things about this one. I already have Volume 2 of this one because I got it free at Book Expo America this year, so hopefully I enjoy it, and then I will dive into the second volume. And lastly, I got Lumberjanes, Beware the Kitten Holy, Volume 1, issues 1 through 4, I believe, is what this volume contains. This is one that I have just been so excited for. I've been meaning to pick it up for the longest time, and I finally picked it up. I just adore this art style. It's my fave. It's a maze, and I can't wait to read this. Basically, we follow 5 best friends who go to this camp, and they end up fighting all these crazy creatures day in and day out. So I'm really pumped about this one. I'm probably gonna read it real soon because I just need it in my life. It just sounds amazing, and I love the art style. Like I said, it's just so great. So great. So great. So those are all the comic books slash trade paperbacks that I've gotten my hands on these past few months. I'm really excited for this new journey into the comic book world. If you guys have any comic book recommendations, let me know down below, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Later. Is the year that I'm going to be diving into the comic book. So without further ado, let's dive into this comic book trade paperback haul. Then I have Young Avengers Volume 1. Then I've got Then I've got Gothic Academy. It's Gotham, not Gothic. Then I've got Gotham Academy Volume 1.